guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine Habib. If you haven't been here before, I make self-help videos. I'm not really sure what videos I'm making right now, so bear with me. But today's video is about awareness, and it is about why awareness is so important. I guess a few weeks ago I started to have not an existential crisis, but sort of just questioning everything, questioning my life, questioning what life really is, and I came to the conclusion that everyone wants to live this happy life. Everyone wants to be so successful, joyous in their relationships, in their home life, their careers, but what actually gets us there? What actually gets us to the place where we know what we want and we execute it in a way that we get to live that? Do you know what I mean? And I realized that all comes down to your awareness, and something that I have been hearing so often, so much lately, and haven't really been understanding until now, was just that your life is based on your awareness. And I was like, I don't get it, I don't know what that means, but basically it just means that everything that you have in your life right now is based on your level of awareness in the past and in the present now. And if you start to become aware now, and this is probably the only time you've been aware, or one of the big times you've been aware, you might realize that there's a lot of things in your life that you've accumulated that you don't actually like. You don't like where you are in your life, your career, your friendship, your relationship, in anything, in your marriage. You might realize that you don't like it, and there's a reason you don't. It's because when you started living it, you weren't aware of how you were feeling, of how it made you feel, of other people. You weren't even aware of how you're treating other people. And our awareness is essentially the most important factor of our lives and the quality of our lives, because how can we live happily if we aren't even aware of our emotions and we aren't even aware of what's happening truly? If we are constantly choosing to be unconscious in our everyday life, how are we really meant to know what's going on internally, and how are we really meant to know what's going on and what we truly want? So I just wanted to talk about how important awareness is, and I guess it comes down to bringing awareness back into your life isn't easy, but it is probably one of the biggest things that you can do to change your life. And now that I have been aware recently, my life has seriously changed, and for the better. It's been hard, it's been really hard, because it's been bringing up a lot of emotions that I've suppressed on purpose and subconsciously and accidentally. But when you just start to realize what's really going on and how you really feel and why you've attracted certain things, your awareness expands so much that you can really shed light on the things that you want to grow and improve, and the things you want to leave in the past and end, so being aware is so essential. And it's not as simple as just saying be aware. It's what do we really need to be aware of? So we need to be aware of our feelings, we need to be aware of the things we love, we need to be aware of our values. This is really, really important, because we can create a life that we don't want to live because we're living on the values that we've developed as a child, or values that other people have given us that we don't actually agree with. So once we start to recognize our new values, and once we start to ask ourselves, what do I really value? That is when your awareness will shift instantly, because you won't even want to be unconscious anymore. You will want to be awake. You will want to be understanding what's going on in your life, because you'll start to enjoy it. You'll start to be like, hey, I'm feeling some really fucked up shit right now. I'm not feeling well, but I want to be aware. I want to be conscious, because I know that if I am, I get to experience this, and I get to experience joy in this aspect of my life. And I know that it'll improve every day, even if it's hard. And things like journaling and writing it down, or talking to a friend, or just bird's eyeing how you're feeling at any given moment can help, because it's been helping me a lot. So those would be tips I'd give you guys to help bring more awareness into your life. And also just identifying, even just having a sit down with yourself, talking to yourself, saying, where do I want to be in my life? What is happening right now? What is making me unhappy? What is making me happy? And asking, not just asking yourself that, but asking yourself why it's making you happy or unhappy. Because when you get to the end of that why, if you just keep asking why and why and why, you will really underpin the core values you have. And that is when you can really see your true colors. You can see where you are deriving all your time from, you are deriving all your life force from. you will finally get to see that if you just really, really get to the end of your awareness. So write goals and why you want those goals. Write those down. If you're not living happily right now, it's probably because you're being unconscious. And the key to happiness is consciousness. So write down your goals. Write down your level of consciousness. Write down everything. Just have like a mind blurt out on the page. Write it all down. Write how you're feeling. And question that. Question why you feel a certain way about a certain topic, or why you feel a certain way about a certain person. Question it. And you'll start to realize that maybe some of the things that you find are making you happy are actually bringing you more pain in the long run. So for example, a relationship or a career, you might actually realize that they're not making you truly happy for the long run. And that's only happening because you are unaware. So once you bring awareness into your life, you can set boundaries, you can create new values, and you can create essentially a new life for yourself. And you can better yourself, because I don't think awareness is just about having everything and being better. I think it's about being better for other people too, not just yourself, not just your life, but you need to be aware of your life so you can see how you're impacting others, so you can bring yourself to the table when you're going places and you're not just floating by, you know? You don't want to be floating by in your life. You don't want to get to 70, 80, 90 on your deathbed and think back and be like, I wasn't even aware of anything I was doing, and I just did everything because it was happening and I went with it. You don't want to get to that part of your life and just realize that you were unaware of how you were living, and you don't want to regret that. So just, this is so essential. This is so important to be aware. And this is a bit of a rant, but I kind of wanted to get it out there because maybe this jumbled up rant, because I didn't really plan this too well, maybe this jumbled up rant will help one person, and if it helps someone, I'm glad. But just knowing that you need to be aware of yourself and aware of your life and aware of the things you're doing is so important. So my advice would be, question yourself, question why you're happy, why you're sad, why you're feeling the way you are, why you're suppressing certain things, and take it slow, guys. Don't rush into it. Don't be like, I'm going to be super aware. If I'm not aware tomorrow, I'm going to punish myself. Don't do that, guys. Just dedicate yourself every day to being more aware, and every day you'll slowly start to build that muscle. You'll slowly start to feel more and more conscious of what you're doing and what's happening, and you can actually see such a big difference in just a few weeks just by doing this. So question yourself, ask yourself why, understand what's happening around you, question why things are happening around you. Is it because of past mindsets that you've outgrown and you want to pass on, you want to just move forward from? If there's something like that, if you want to move forward from something, write it down and just visualize yourself moving forward from it. Visualize yourself not being succumbed to a comment you were called years ago that you don't want to feel like anymore. If you were called fat, if you were called ugly, if you were called stupid, if you want to move past that, move forward, write it down and visualize yourself being the opposite of that. Because trust me, guys, we actually subconsciously take on the things that have been told to us, and we make it our value. We make it our value to validate ourselves, saying that we're ugly, we're fat, we're stupid, we can't do this, we can't be successful, and we live through that because we're not aware. So bring your awareness into the situation and just understand that not everything you believe right now is true, and not everything that has been told to you is true. And basically the act of bringing awareness into your life can really shed light on what's truly going on and what has truly gone on in your past to make you the way you are. And if you don't like the way your life is, if you don't like the way you are or you were, then awareness will help you change that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a bit random, it was a bit out there, but I feel like I need to talk about this. Awareness is so important, guys. Just whatever you do, wake up every day and say to yourself, I'm going to be more aware today. I'm going to be aware of how I treat others, how I treat myself, how I talk to myself, the choices I make, the foods I eat. Be aware of all of that, guys, because every action, decision, and choice you make is based on your values. And if you're unaware of these values and you're unaware of this, then it can really damage you. So be aware, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, comment below. Let me know what you guys want to see. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day, guys. Lots of love. Bye.